Hey guys, welcome back to Back Pocket Game Reviews. And just as a quick heads up, a lot of you remember yesterday I covered how crossplay had become a thing between Xbox and PlayStation. We were all kind of speculating what exactly happened, how Epic actually made this all happen, because it happened on Fortnite, which is a game that didn't really take off very well. So I had stated that I thought it was probably an accident, or they were probably experimenting with it and accidentally switched it live in their update, which apparently it was a configuration issue with their update, which means that Epic Games never actually meant to enable crossplay between the two platforms. But the bigger, wider issue here is it shows how truly easy it is for them to enable crossplay between the two platforms. But Sony does not want crossplay. Microsoft's okay with it. Microsoft is actually still even trying to get Sony to be okay with it. Microsoft is courting Sony to be okay with this. And a lot of people say that it would affect no one except for Sony, which Sony has no need to turn on the crossplay. And honestly, it really doesn't affect either one of them. Being able to play with someone on one console versus the other isn't necessarily going to steer you away from buying the one that has the exclusives that you prefer. But then it also does kind of limit it to exclusives are going to be the big selling point. Which if Sony has that much confidence in their exclusives and they feel they are that much better as the gaming platform, they should have no issue actually enabling crossplay. There shouldn't be any kind of issue or thought in their head to where they would have a problem with doing so. Personally, I prefer an Xbox controller, so to me it is easier to play on an Xbox, and I enjoy my online experience a little more on an Xbox than what I do on a PlayStation. But PlayStation also enables me to stream on YouTube, whereas Xbox enables me to stream on Mixer and Twitch. So they all have their trade-offs. I don't really see where being able to play, I have an Xbox, if I want to play Call of Duty on my Xbox with someone who's on PlayStation, I wasn't going to go out and buy a PlayStation for that reason either way. So honestly, from a business standpoint, I don't see where either company is affected. A lot of people also stated, I can't wait for hackers to take advantage of this. If anything, Microsoft is the more secure platform. Microsoft has a lot more invested into security on their online and their servers than what Sony does. Sony has always been significantly weaker in terms of capability of their online. So I don't really see any negatives or understand where people are saying there's going to be negatives. Especially because these aren't first-party games. It's not like all of a sudden you're going to be able to play Halo on a PlayStation with crossplay. That's not how this is working. Microsoft isn't releasing Halo on a PlayStation for you to play it. It's just like when Call of Duty comes out, I can now play with you no matter what platform you're on. Again, not really steering someone away. Sony has been very vocal about the reasons why they don't want it, and a lot of that's because they've stated they cannot control the online experience. So if I wind up in a match with you and I want to talk about how filthy of a whore your mother is, Sony feels that they can't control that. You can't control that on PSN. I'll be blatantly honest, as much as we all think that the little kids are on Xbox and trolling you on Xbox, I've never had someone make fun of my mom to me or try to make fun of me for being gay, which I'm not gay, except for on PlayStation. It actually happened on a live stream. Some of you actually remember I was playing Call of Duty and me and this kid just started having it out. I think he was a kid. I really don't know. He sounded like he was too stoned to identify as an adult or a child. So it isn't really the issue that everyone thinks, because the only argument I ever hear for it is no one benefits from this except for Xbox. That's actually not true. It really doesn't benefit or hinder anyone else. It just now means I'd even be cool if they did like a game mode of like PlayStation versus Xbox. I think that would be awesome. See who does better. And it would be really interesting to see how that all pans out. And I mean, when Rocket League was actually talking about it, because they were pretty upset that Sony blocked it, because Rocket League with an Xbox, you can play with Xbox users, you can play with PC users, you can play with Nintendo Switch users. Rocket League's trying to go that route. And same with Minecraft. When Rocket League's developer was actually talking about it, they stated it's as simple as flipping a switch. I think a lot of people really underestimated how simple it was until Fortnite accidentally did it. If you're able to accidentally do it, that kind of speaks worlds about it. I do think it would be interesting to see, though, how would you set up for me to look for people on PlayStation? Or how would you set up for me to look for people on Xbox? I assume there would be, like, different lists, and I really don't know how that would work. And a lot of people think that the systems would then be merging, and that's actually still not true. It would just be these two systems would kind of collide, not really merge, and then you could take stuff from both and sort it out. A lot of games actually pull from multiple different servers. That's completely normal. So the way we are thinking about this is kind of wrong. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I still disagree with you on crossplay. I don't see why. The only time I don't honestly want crossplay is I don't want to be playing competitively against someone on PC in like Halo with a controller while they're using a mouse and a keyboard, which I know Xbox is bringing over mouse and keyboard support as well to Xbox. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Yeah, exciting, right? So, I don't know. I think Sony should have left it enabled, or at least maybe this will kind of help open Sony's eyes to the whole situation. Because, I mean, the internet kind of went a bit crazy about it. I mean, Reddit posts went wild. If you would have seen how many different news articles and videos I saw yesterday just based around the topic, and keep in mind, they patched it out shortly after my video went up. Like, shortly after. And Epic Games said, you know, it was an accident. We were messing with some configuration settings, and it went out in the update. So it's literally just that simple for them to let crossplay actually happen. It's just a matter of getting Sony on board with it now at this point, and God knows how long that'll take. Again, we talked about the whole Sony disagreeing with backwards compatibility and saying it's a waste of money and a feature that no one will actually use, even though Xbox, after Sony stated that, released their actual hour numbers. So they released the numbers of Xbox 360 backwards compatibility that's been played on the Xbox One. And it was quite a bit. Like, a lot. So I don't know. Sony might just be too set in their ways. Maybe they are just afraid that this will help Microsoft get a lead on them, which I don't, again, see how. It's exclusives that sell it, and what platforms your friends are on. Now, if I'm getting it just to play Call of Duty and my friend's like, oh, I'm getting Call of Duty on PlayStation, I'm still not going to get Call of Duty on PlayStation because I still prefer the Xbox One controller. But when it comes down to the exclusive games, that's really what sells and moves a console. It has nothing to really do with anything outside of that. They do have features that play to both, which there's going to be a separate video. We're going to talk about which console you should get, so on and so forth, between Xbox and Sony, and we'll tap into all that. So, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section. As you all know, I really love hearing your opinions, and I also like interacting with you guys down there. So, let me know what your guys' thoughts on all this are. Also, see you soon in a new video, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.